Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Mark again here at Weatherman. Plus, we have a very concerning weather pattern that's about to hit, and it's going to be a strong weather pattern where this system is going to be blocked, staying in the U.S. for multiple days, bringing severe weather back in a pretty big way, I do believe. Also, what's happening in the tropics is about to come to a head as we go towards late September, and we could get some tricky formation because this storm that is coming in is going to last potentially all week, everybody. Not only flooding, but it is bringing a deep trough with it. It is bringing that cooler air as well. But once again, you can get some front-induced, non-tropical that could turn into tropical systems right along this area from the southern Gulf, the western Caribbean, still going across southern Florida and the Bahamas. They also added the severe weather for today like I showed you yesterday, so we're going to go through the severe weather first. Now, even though yesterday was pretty mild, we did get a tornado report in North Dakota. We also had almost 20 wind and wind damage reports with almost 20 hail reports. Now, for today, you can see thunderstorms in any of this green area. You do have two areas for severe weather that is coming. No chances for tornadoes on this. It is going to be for wind and hail across the central U.S. So far, here's your cities and states at risk for the damage and winds for today. And I don't have far southern California or far western Arizona. So if you're in this region, just be aware of some thunderstorms that could brew up today, bringing some winds as well. And we have hail coming through with those line of storms that I showed you yesterday. So here's your cities and states at risk for the hail threat for today. And you can see the gist of the picture that we still have all these rotating thunderstorms across the central and the north central, while we get storms forming across the southern California, a little bit of Nevada and Arizona as you go through the evening. It's going to be isolated here and there in nature, but possible storms. While this keeps brewing all afternoon long for southern Florida, going through northern Bahamas, all the way till later tonight, then it's going to stay in the Bahamas. But these storms that form up later this evening around eastern Kansas could start bringing chances for damage and winds with it as it goes through the evening, also towards northern Missouri, and chances for hail through southern Iowa as you go through the evening, everyone. Then again, for tomorrow, there's going to be thunderstorms. It is going to be a little isolated in nature, but you can see the pocket across the southwest, some across the south, and some across the north. Just a little bit isolated in nature. But when this system moves away, we're going to go into a blocking pattern where the next system is going to stick around for multiple days and it's going to bring severe weather back. But let's finish going through what you have for today. Showing what our winds aloft, they start getting intense as you go through the evening around 6 and 7 o'clock Central Time for northern Missouri going through southern Iowa, where your storms could be a little bit stronger than everyone else for today. Showing in the latest evolution of HRRR around 2 or 3 o'clock in the evening, it could start building for far eastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, but really dig in as it goes through the evening for 4, 5, maybe even 6 p.m. for eastern Kansas going through northern Missouri, through western and southern Iowa. So you can see right here from HRRR, you could get anywhere from 40 to 50 miles per hour wind gusts for far eastern Kansas, northern Missouri, southern Iowa as you go through this phase. But still showing as we go through this weather pattern next week, this is where everything is really going to change. So we still have the heat coming back. We still have this big below average anomaly that's pushing through in the form of storms, but it's going to be blocked from what I can see in the newest weather pattern. So you can see as we go through today and through the weekend, we still have this below average anomaly of storms that's pushing through while you still have all this heat moving around above average temperatures as you go all weekend long, Sunday into Monday. Now, once you come Monday into Tuesday, this is where we start getting this deep trough coming through, building up some storms in the south while you got this big above average anomaly moving through. Now, this is going to block this system further in the south, and it's going to stay there for multiple days while other people are in warmer temperatures. You're going to be in cooler temperatures because of the storms, but at the same time, this is going to bring storms in your way. It's going to bring severe weather back, damage and winds, chances for hail, maybe even some tornadoes. So we need to watch this next weather pattern. Now, at the same time, this is going to do multiple things, and it's going to help protect us from the tropics, everyone. So you can see this all together on the vorticity. So as you start getting that deep trough coming through, you get more storms across the west coast as you go through Tuesday into Wednesday. You get this big area of high pressure that is building right here along the west coast. Now this is going to break apart and go over this system and block this system in the coming days, while you have this tropical wave trying to head to the west northwest. This is the one that we're looking at. Plus, we need to watch out for sneaky waves as this all builds up together. At the same time, you can see this trough coming through. This is going to put shear on anything that tries to come towards the west. So as we go through for Wednesday and the Thursday through the weekend, you can see that wave just getting tore up and messed up from all the shear. We get into that deep trough where it's going to be an active period for chances for formation still. So we'll keep you updated on that. But look what happens. As it goes in that deep trough, that high pressure moves over, and now it's blocking it. So now it's up here with a high pressure and is blocking the system further towards the south, making it last even longer and just sit there for multiple days and just create thunderstorms and bring a potential flooding problem as well. Now you can see this with GFS. It takes it a little bit sooner and a little bit further towards the north. It shows that blocking pattern. It takes the storms a little bit further towards north, but still is going to affect a wide area in front of it. You can see the tropical wave coming towards, and it gets demolished and high pressure swings it around. But then it shows another weather pattern kicking in literally as we go 8 and 9 days. So we got to take this one step at a time. GFS is showing that it gets intense, and then it gets even more intense as we go into this next pattern. So we'll keep you updated. GFS and Euro has not been on an agreement all year, but just staying on the low end of what storms possibly could form, what we can see with the Euro, because it takes this system out sooner. I don't see this long duration pattern, so we will see what comes out of that. Look at the precipitation just for the next 8 to 10 days, showing somewhere in this area will be a pocket of 2 to 3, maybe even 2 to 4 inches. You can see this with GFS as well, so they're somewhat in an agreement on that. The form of these storms is a whole nother story, but the atmosphere is primed and is going to be ready for severe weather to come back in a big way. You see, you start getting some banding coming through as we start getting that low pressure center. And as you go through the evening into the overnight hours, once you go into the daytime heating for Tuesday, here it is, building up these bandings, getting the low pressure, getting the chance for the damage of winds, bringing chances for tornadoes. We'll be getting a lot of banding coming across, which is going to bring chances for damage of winds, hail, also a tornado threat, and it's going to bring a flooding threat. Because as you go through for Wednesday, showing it still will be trapped down, bringing more severe weather with it, multiple days of storms. As you go for Thursday, as you go for Friday, it might start getting on its way towards the east and getting pushed out, or more like pulled out, by that next trough that's come through from Canada. And that would stop this blocking pattern from this high pressure, but it'll be there for multiple days at this point, bringing a lot of storms. So I will keep you updated. Make sure you click the bell and select all for updates. Everybody, we have more changes that's coming with this as well. This is going to affect the tropics. Also, we have a deep trough coming through right after this big warm up, and it's going to bring colder air, even chances for snow in early October. So you can see here from the Euro with your AO that we have another deep trough of cold air coming through as we go through late September and maybe lasting towards early October. And showing possibly by GFS, this red one, that it could come even deeper, a bigger cold blast. I will keep you updated. This part always changes. So far you can see with the trend with the Euro and the Euro AI that it is going to be a shallower trough, but still is going to bring cold air and chances for freezing temperatures and snow. We even have an outlook for snow. From the 25th of September through October 1st, we have a slight risk, a 20 to 40% chance of seeing heavy snowfall in all of this purple area. And not having an exact location yet, of course, that's still right down the road. But so far showing in the latest runs, it could be somewhere towards the higher elevations of Wyoming, maybe even Colorado, getting a lot of snow, anywhere from 6 inches to maybe a lot. But his weather pattern is going to affect the tropics as well, everyone. We still have this active period coming. So we have Gabrielle, of course, but we also have these disturbances at 20% in the next 7 days, while it generally moves west, northwestward across the central tropical Atlantic. That's the wave that I showed you. I'll probably get tore up from the trough from this system being trapped in the U.S. And showing in the newest information from Tropical Storm Gabrielle that it will still be that hurricane, intensify and turn early before Bermuda. But you can see here from your precipitable water that as we go past the weekend into next week, is where that storm system is coming through, but also where all this tropical moisture is going to start building up for the Western Caribbean, from the Yucatan and the Gulf, going towards the southeast U.S. This is where we still need to watch for an area of formation, everybody. So far, it's still down the road, everyone, but still, while we're dealing with this storm, literally as you go 9 and 10 days, you could get a sneaky storm that could form up later. Euro's been seeing this as well. This is GFS. Even the Euro AI shows sometime along that we could get convection. We could get a lot of storms that could brew up. And that is your latest update, everyone. So thank you again for your time. I appreciate every single one of y'all, all the help, all the support that y'all do give me. Thank you so much. Let me know down below, are you ready for summer to be over and for winter to move on in, or you want to keep the warm temperatures around? I will keep you updated on everything I spoke here in this video, everybody. And before I go, a quick word from our Father, Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Amen. Have a great day, everyone. Remember, stay on the positive side. There's always someone doing worse out there. Help each other up. Pick up as many people as you can. And have a very blessed day. Above all things, all glory does go to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh. And I always hope He keeps you safe every single day of your life and everyone that is around you. And forever. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Have a great day, everybody.